I'm going to give you an update on the coloring book. Okay, so I know some of you have sent me bases. Thanks for that. Let me show you what I've been doing so you get a sense of how close we are to actually getting this done. Okay, first of all, I'm going to color. Actually, okay, yeah, I'm going to color one of these things. So let's do that right now. So you can color in stuff, right? Like this was kind of like how it was before. Um, I also added something so that now once you color it, it kind of becomes a live flower, and then you can actually collect gel from it, and then you can use that gel to buy more colors or something else. So I'm going to walk you through the process. And remember, if you're interested in helping out, you can make a base for this. You have to make like a sticker or a base because I need more flowers. Anyway, and I'm going to probably add more bugs too. Thanks to the people who've already submitted bases so far, I'm going to try to integrate them into the game. And I've added a store, and I'll show you how that works. So anyways, once you actually start coloring, like a little magical effect happens, right? And then finally, once the magic is done, boom, you know, your thing is finally colored, and that's your live little flower. And by the way, you can go around the garden and kind of swipe. Now I have pinch zoom working. I'll add more flowers to the garden now that things are kind of moving along. Let me see what else. Okay, so let me see when I can collect stuff. So if you see this little dialogue. I can tap the move thing to move stuff around, but I can also tap because you have to water it, you have to collect, and every time you water it, you collect some gel. So what you do is you tap the collect thing, and then boom, you see these little gel that you can use to collect stuff. So you can tap it, you collect these gel, it shows up in the gel bar up there, so you've got more gel. And then see this in the top right corner, you can see this little store. It doesn't look great right now, it's just the basics, but then you can go to the store and you can buy the different gel. And I'm going to have different blue, different red colors, different green colors, and then also plants that you can buy. So that's the basics of it. What do you think should change? What do you want to see in the store? What are the different color steps do you want? I really don't like how the dialogue looks. It looks really bad and not really in the style of the game. So let me know how you think the dialogue should look for this. Or if you want to make some artwork for the dialogue, that would be cool. But that's the premise of the game. So it's a live coloring book. And then I think eventually we'll have some little insects flying around. You tap on them to actually get some prizes or special colors or glitter markers, stuff like that. And let me see if I can actually play the sound. Okay, right now it won't play the sound, but so that's that. And now I'm going to answer questions related to Ask DCH as I play Parrot Simulator. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the first question is by Lovely Soul. And Lovely Soul asks, do you have any other secret DC profile that you never tell anyone about? If so, now is the time to speak up. I have some test accounts, but I really don't use them right now. I don't have any like secret profile. I'm usually just on my DCH account or ChromaClub helper account. Okay, do you watch anime? That's by Savage Chill. No, I really don't watch anime. I mean, I've heard about it, I know about it, but it's not really something I'm really into at this point. Crimson Crow asks, what are some things you wish didn't happen in DC, or what do you wish to change in the app? Look, I feel like I don't understand why people keep bullying in DC. This isn't like a big app. What I don't understand is like, for those of you playing other games like AJ or whatever else, is there as much bullying as there is on DC? Like, you let me know. I need to figure out why people are bullying so much on DC sometimes. Okay, so the next question is by the man in the tan jacket. It says, how do you personally feel when people censor their swearing with symbols? Is it still against the rules if I happen to do blah, star, 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 star? Look, we need to keep DC guidelines in check. I mean, they need to be followed because people just think that they can be mean, and this is like a creativity app. We need to be positive. So I really am not for swearing, even if they try to censor it with those stars or whatever else they try to do to avoid getting moderated. Lolbit the Sales Fox asks, when will the Virtual World and Gem Dust marker come out? Hopefully soon. I don't know exactly when. I'm working on the coloring book, as you saw early on in the video. So we'll see what happens once I get that coloring book out. Like, if that's solid and stable, then I can move on to the virtual world stuff. Raven Lily, the gamer, asks, I think you should answer an ask of, is seasonal drawings and contests coming back to DC? Is there going to be updates on cusses, how people put things like E or A or whatever? Another thought is answering if there will be more weeks. Animatronic week, wolf week, maybe a cat week, helping week, and more. I hope you answer some of these. So maybe we will have some seasonal things, but I think that ties into the weeks. We might have some seasonal weeks, but I think the weeks will be related to ChromaClub in the virtual world. I have some ideas and concepts that I want to promote, and so I think we're going to have a ChromaClub week where you can design levels for the quest for the virtual world, and also to let's see what else. You would design quests, and then you would also let me think. You would design we need quests and then other marker ideas, because actually that's what I want, is that we need some cool unique markers that we can add into the virtual world, kind of similar to the gem dust marker that someone mentioned in a that I referenced in an earlier video. So I think the next week will be another ChromaClub week, and we will then see after that. If you have suggestions for other types of weeks, let me know what you had in mind. I'm open to other weeks. As for the cussing, I see what you're saying about those special words. I think that's a good idea. If you could let me know all the special words that we should kind of block out, that people use to kind of, circumvent the moderation, let me know, and I'll add them to the list. I like the idea. Okay, so Toonie Looney asks, what is your favorite game that you made other than this one? ChromaClub, I mean, where it's going, the ChromaClub game. I think that's my favorite game. Zoo Club was cool, but I would say that ChromaClub and Doodle Club, the virtual world version, the next update, is kind of where I'm most excited about right now. Blood Demon asks, so I have a lot of questions. Why don't you follow anyone? Like, does it give you a choice or anything? 2, I just downloaded ChromaClub and I used a marker with no internet and it emptied my gel and I couldn't use it. 3, could you read my story of the day, the only story I have in my projects? I'll think about reading your story of the day. For why don't you follow anyone? I think I just wanted to be like, hey, I don't follow anyone, just to be kind of poetic, but I think I'm going to change that. I think I'm going to try to follow someone, some people, maybe if they win Doodle of the Day or Doodle of the Week or Doodle of the Month, I think I'll follow them. But I don't want to follow a ton of people, but just a few people. But I need to practice using this game, the following feature, so I will consider it. For ChromaClub, the markers that I'm adding, they're kind of glitchy at this point, so I'm looking into solutions for that. I think the new updates that I will add eventually will fix some of those things, but thanks for letting me know about the glitch in ChromaClub. Okay, Mystical Potato asks, do you like pancakes or waffles better? I guess waffles, maybe? I guess waffles, yeah. So I think that was the last question that I had. So I think that's cool. So for this weekend, I think I'm going to do another update, another Ask DCH, and what I will also do is hopefully do another update on the coloring book, and hopefully have some more stuff that I can show you related to stamps that people have added, or stickers or bases that people have given me, or even suggestions on ways to improve the interface so that it would look really awesome. Okay, so once again, that's the coloring book. By the way, I don't like how this icon looks for the coloring book, so if you have a suggestion for what the icon for the coloring book should be, also let me know about that. But I'm excited, and I hope that people who want to kind of get their projects and their work into an app can help out. Maybe I can submit this like at the early next week. So that's it for another edition of Ask DCH. Take care.